Hello and welcome to another episode of Stellaris with me, Wenslayer. I believe this is episode 16, and yeah, let's load up the playthrough. I have one planet and a habitat, and I've been thinking that I might build another habitat, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm debating whether or not I want to build up my fleet or get a second habitat, and I'm thinking it's probably better to go for a bigger fleet, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. We'll see soon. Yeah. I was expanding a little bit. I grabbed some territory up here because there's two wormholes, and I kind of like the idea of grabbing this planet over here and this planet over here. They're both fairly big 22s. There's an 18 there. There's just an okay looking area. I mean, unfortunately, it's close to these guys, which will wake up in a little bit over 100 years. But yeah, I think it's probably worth grabbing a couple planets if they're big planets. I have a couple big ones inside my borders, like this one, these two, this one, and I don't think I have any other really big ones in my borders. But we've been expanding a bit in this playthrough, and I'm thinking that it's time to just kind of build up what I have, build up my fleets, maybe go for another star base here. It's going to put me over my cap, which will reduce my energy income, but I'll get more minerals out of it, and that does sound a bit appealing. Pretty appealing. I have this upgrade thing here because I got the tech to get better farms, but I'm not really that interested in upgrading them, except for maybe these ones because they're right next to here and they'll get bigger bonuses for adjacency eventually, but it's not that big of a priority for me. Basically filled up all the spaces I need with the food income that I have, and all it will do is grow future planets quicker, and I don't need to spend energy on future planets now. That seems silly. Why would I do that? I also want to make sure I don't get too much bigger because I want to get through all of these trees pretty quickly. I want to get that tech for Ascension. I think Unity things, something like that. Unity edicts. You can spend money, or rather, Unity on some pretty powerful things like increased research speed or mineral income, and it's very useful and to get that as early as possible. At least I found that in my other playthroughs. There goes my energy income. I gotta wait for the influence to buy that stuff again, and I think there's other things that I probably want to get before that. Like this one's gonna expire in a couple months, and I'm definitely buying that as soon as I can. It's gonna cost me a bit of influence, but I don't really mind because I like getting through this stuff as quickly as possible. I have a lot of benefits, so getting it isn't as beneficial as earlier in the game. Like when you don't have as many percentage increases, the first few are much more meaningful, and then after that it's like, yeah, diminishing returns. So you don't have to buy it as quickly in the late game. I don't think there's anyone I can put on here that's like not getting me Unity or something just as important. Which one's better? This one, and stay there. Soon these will be filled, very soon. Get a little bit more research out of that. I guess there's a small benefit in doing this. those pops grow just a tiny bit quicker. You could probably, it would probably be worth it. Now, do I get this one, or do I just kind of stay where I am? Let them increase their unity gain for just one more system. That's not that good. I mean, they did buy these 3, so they're obviously not too worried about bad systems. Now, if I'm going to spend minerals on my fleet, I do it on this one and this one, and then I might come up here and start building up that stuff. Do I have a construction ship just like not doing anything? Okay, the second I do, I'm sending one up here, I'm building up my fleet, and I'm sending it out as much as I want another habitat. I think I was worried about my neighbors over here. They had like a big fleet, right? Yeah, if I lose my entire fleet to fighting those stations off, that would probably be really bad for me in the long run, so I might want to just build up my fleet a lot and deal with that later. Or get a habitat later. I mean, once I'm making 38 more minerals a turn, plus all the benefits I'm getting, it's going to be more than 38. Like this is a 9, but it's actually showing up as 11 because of what I have. If I go here, I'll show it. I got a 30% increase, so 38 times 30 would be like basically a third of that increase, so like 12, 13, something like that. More minerals will come out of there. Let's just say, yeah, about, I can math, 50, right? Yeah, about 50 minerals will come out of here. And that'll really increase how quickly I can do other things. I need to save up influence for production targets. It's more important than energy, right?
Incoming transmission.
Let's see. These are all being done. That's good. You know what? I think I didn't set the timer. I mean, I set it up, but I didn't get it going. The good news is that I can go in on my account here and actually check how long this has been going pretty easily. It says, I think 8 minutes there, but I'm gonna refresh the page, make sure that's right. And you might get another longer video. I think last time the first video was longer because I like lost track of how long I was going. I didn't actually set the timer up. It's gonna be a reoccurring theme, I can tell already. I'm gonna say I've been going for 8 or 9 minutes and give this video another 22. You might get some bonus time here with me. Yay. Lucky you.
System survey complete.
I really wanted to federate with somebody, but I haven't been able to find anybody who wants to. These guys are close to liking me enough to do that, but yeah, they haven't quite. They're not quite close enough. I could build through here. I've been very tempted to do that, to actually just grab this territory. As much of it as I can, and then be like, hey, we should be friends, and see how they feel about that. But that would make these guys angry, which would make them friends with them. And I'm thinking that once I get this trust cap increase, that they might actually change their opinion about me. I mean, eventually we'll go back to neutral, and maybe they'll want a defensive pact with me for whatever reason. Maybe these guys are threatening them, or something else is threatening them. Seem to have expanded pretty far up north here, next to these guys. who are,
Construction
yeah,
complete.
okay with me apparently. Despite all of our border friction. It's kind of tempting to try and switch my ethics over to Xeno file so I get less border friction, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. My government is pretty good at getting people to conform. No, we had somebody die. That's so sad. Who's gonna replace you? Let's go with this. And we're gonna put somebody else in charge. Somebody who is out and about, but really good. I think maybe you? Cool. Yeah, you weren't that one, which means you're gonna need the new one, the new leader. Alright, now we can unpause. I did say I was gonna build up my fleet, and I haven't done that yet. It's tough. What is this going to fight? It's going to go fight some little strike craft things. And maybe a station or two. They're pretty big. Let's do this. That seems like a nice fleet. It's going to cost a lot. But I want this fleet ready to fight this thing, because we have a construction ship not doing anything. Yay! I'll have him go here, and then here, and then yeah, you can go back to there, I guess.
Incoming transmission. Construction complete.
Alright, so this guy's also done with his job, which means if I was interested, I could try to build out here. I could just skip all of these and pay the influence penalties. It would require a lot of influence, just skip right to there, which is tempting. So it's just skipping right to here. If I was going to skip, I'd probably skip right to here.
Complete.
And then build off of that. But that would basically require me saying I don't really care about edicts, which would be silly. I do care about edicts. They're really good stuff. Really useful. Is there anywhere inside my borders? Yes, you can make. I'm not going to spend one energy and one engineering. That seems a little bit much. What's my pirate risk like nowadays? 15%. That's quite a bit lower than it used to be. That's cool.
The non-believers are fighting amongst themselves.
Who is at war? I like these guys. They remind me of Crusader Kings 2 because you can get a horse as a leader in Crusader Kings. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna need to increase my energy income so I can keep doing those things.
survey complete.
I need a lot of influence for both of this and this. Okay, that's good to know. Where is the construction ship that's going north? There you are. Go quicker. You want those minerals. They look like nice minerals.
Anomaly found.
Also, if I build another habitat, I'm going to have less influence, which means less energy and minerals in the short term, which I don't like the sound of. I think I'm going to need those. Oh yeah. I remember doing that. Our poor population. And slowing our technology gain, I think. Do like this leader. Okay. That's good for you, I guess. Only like a couple months left and that will be done. Yeah, I think I go for production targets before.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Oh wait, before I do that, don't I shouldn't I go for that one special thing? So this is gonna expire like in a year and a bit, really close to the end of this episode on YouTube. And when that happens, I should go into my special projects and
System survey complete. Incoming transmission.
and when I do that, I should make sure that when that I get this, because I think I'll get an edict where I can get more minerals. I think that's how that chain works. And it cancels your current production one if you have the production target. So I was thinking I'd wait.
Construction complete.
They just take the system? No, you're about as friendly as you used to be. That sounds good. It's also far away, isn't it? It's good for whoever gets that system. Enjoy. You're welcome. I like the amount of territory I've been able to expand into without war. I think to get more I'd need subjects, and I could uplift some people. I'm about at the point, I think, in biology where it makes sense to try to do that. You get a lot of influence, I think, for uplifting, and yeah. If I see that tech, I'm probably going to take it, because I don't think I can uplift right now. I don't have that, which is probably going to be a really cheap tech option, which means I'll probably want to take it. But we'll see, right? It's going to happen pretty soon. These leaders are looking kind of old. I think we're about to lose some of them. Like this one. He's not doing too well. 124, 128. I think that's around the age when I lost my last leader, my last protector. She was a good protector. But this guy's better, I think. I chose him. The other one, I think, was the one I started with. I chose somebody really young with some nice traits. That's my favorite right there, the agenda.
System survey complete.
I mean, if you start with that on this playthrough, yeah, you're going to be in a pretty good position. Taking his time to get up here. Oh, cool. I can build up this. And I shall. This used to be a primitive planet, but it looks like they blew themselves up. It's got some good tech. It's pretty funny. And then I made this one from a barren planet.
Anomaly found.
I did the event chain that I usually ignore because it was so far away. I was like 50-50 chance for energy to actually turn, and it's like 200 energy to turn a barren planet into something I can eventually terraform into a nice planet. And it actually went my way. Now it's on the other side of the system. It's right next to the xenophobes, so when their empire becomes really powerful, they'll probably get it. So there's that.
Incoming transmission.
But until then, I might be able to build that up before then. We'll see. If I get a strong enough fleet, I might just take them out. But that would require me taking different traditions than what I want, which is psionics, ring world, or rather transcendence, and then I'll probably get what's this? I don't trust them. It's also super far away. We won't get there in time. Was I gonna take transcendent learning? I don't think so. I had a good plan. I think it was world shaper. So psionics, world shaper, ring world, and then transcendent learning sounds okay. Executive vigor sounds okay. This one sounds less interesting than the others. Concentrate world sounds okay. Might just save that for either fighting fallen empires or the endgame crisis.
System survey complete.
We'll see.
System
I think my
survey
tech
complete.
level is like pretty good compared to everybody else, so it might be good to take that tradition where other people can't take your tech. I think I had a better tech level in my last playthrough with these guys. Alright, this is nice. 5k is probably enough to take on a couple of these before repairing. A couple of the stations. I think each one's like 2.5K powerful, something like that. Super close to getting that too.
Incoming transmission.
They'll be in the next episode, I think. Sure. You can have some of my Teldar crystals. I think they only ask when you have a spare.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Sure. You can have that too. We have a lot of Teldar crystals, it looks like. I think I said I wanted that tech, so I'll go for it now. I'm not gonna get this too soon. Love a Federation right about now. Actually, I take that decision back. Don't upgrade that.
Construction complete.
So, how do I boost this so I can get my last Nebula mining station? I do want that station. I think it will help me out in the long run. If I grab this territory, it might be enough. Because it's based off your own space. Oh, if I have more pops too, that would help.
Incoming transmission.
I send them there before I know
Incoming
what
transmission.
they're getting themselves into. What did I get recently? I got some good tech apparently. And my ships want to upgrade. Oh, I got the armor. I forget what they have up here. Or what that's going to be. I'll probably wait to upgrade. I'll probably wait to see what they have before I upgrade. This is an okay planet.
System survey complete.
Because I bet they're probably more shields focused right now, and if they get bonuses against
System
armor
survey
and
complete.
they're worse against shields, and I want to keep these the way they are while I engage the things that are going to come out of here. In case you don't know the event chain, if you're not familiar with it, this is one of the rarer systems, or not rare systems, but one of the better systems to get earlier on, because there's a lot of minerals there, but you can't build on it without some really nasty ships coming out of there, so it can cut off parts of your empire and make you like kind of easy to conquer. And I've been waiting on building this for that reason. Now I have, a fairly sizable fleet. I think 6K should be able to take out a couple stations at a time before it needs to go home and repair. And it will also train up some of my leaders. He'll be around a little while longer. Might as well train him up, right? So yeah, this guy's gonna go build the 10 and then just like leave the system. I think they'll spawn in the rest of them. That's gonna happen. They're gonna spawn in the next episode. Because looking at my timer, we're coming up to the very end here. Very end of this episode. Sure, I'll take some minerals. I have lots of things I can trade.
Construction complete.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna end this episode here, just so that I don't have the timer going off in my ear. Kinda don't like that when that happens, but yeah. I'm just gonna pause this here. we have a nice clear ending and beginning for YouTube episodes.